My dear child, would you do the world a favor and simply be you? You see, everyone else is already taken. The world needs the unique, irreplaceable you. If I wanted you to be somebody else, I would have made you somebody else. But no, I created you, just as you are, because the world needs the light only you can shine. Stop striving to fit into the molds others have created. Stop letting the culture tell you what's beautiful or valuable. Listen to my voice, the one that declared in Psalm 139, verses 13 to 14, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Before you took your first breath, I formed you with purpose, precision, and love. Have you looked into the mirror lately and reminded yourself, I am wonderfully and fearfully made? Or have you compared yourself to images on screens and pages whispering, I don't measure up? I see you, my precious child, and I say, you are beautiful to me. No standard of this world can change that truth. Too often, my children walk through life with an inner battle raging, a battle of self-criticism, doubt, and regret. They replay their mistakes, magnify their weaknesses, and carry the weight of not being enough. But you weren't created to live under that burden. You were made to live in the freedom of my love. Yes, you're not perfect, but hear me. You are not a finished product. I am the potter, and you are the clay. I am molding you, shaping you, transforming you from glory to glory. Each step, each moment is part of the process. Will you trust me with the work I'm doing in you? Will you embrace the beauty of where you are, even as I guide you to where you're going? Quit being so hard on yourself. Yes, you have areas to grow, but you also have so much that's right with you. Look back and see how far you've already come. Celebrate the victories, however small they may seem. Every step forward matters to me. When you accept yourself, the gifts I've given you, the personality I've shaped, the looks I've designed, you align with my heart. You reflect the truth that you are my beloved child, in whom I am well pleased. When you walk in that truth, you project confidence, peace, and joy to a world desperate for light. So today, let go of self-doubt. Put on the breastplate of my approval. Walk boldly in the truth that you are loved, chosen, and enough. Trust that I am working in you, breaking every chain and bringing you to higher places. You are more than your flaws, more than your mistakes, more than your shortcomings. You are mine, and I am so proud of you. Don't stop now. Keep moving forward. The path I've set before you may not always be easy, but I've equipped you with everything you need to walk it. Trust that I'm holding your hand every step of the way, even when the road feels uncertain. You may feel like you're not where you want to be yet, but let me remind you, progress is not perfection. The transformation I'm working in you is a process. Every delay has purpose. Every detour is teaching you something you'll need for the journey ahead. Will you trust my timing? Remember, I don't expect you to be perfect. I expect you to be faithful. Bring me your struggles, your worries, your insecurities. I'm not asking you to fix everything on your own. I'm asking you to trust that I'm the one who makes all things new. Let me carry the burdens that weigh you down. My grace is sufficient. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. You are not defined by your past. You are not disqualified by your mistakes. You are defined by my love, and nothing, no failure, no sin, no setback, can separate you from it. I see beyond what you see. While you focus on your flaws, I see the masterpiece I'm creating. So stop comparing yourself to others. Their path is not your path. Their calling is not your calling. Celebrate their victories, but don't let them diminish the beauty of your own journey. What I've placed inside you is unique, and the world is waiting for the gifts only you can offer. Wake up each day with a renewed sense of purpose. Put on the armor of my truth, wear the shield of faith, and walk in the shoes of peace. When doubt whispers in your ear, counter it with my promises. When fear tries to take hold, remember that I am your refuge. And when you stumble, and you will because you're human, don't stay down. Let my hand lift you back up. My mercies are new every morning, and my love never runs out. You are my child, my beloved. You are my workmanship, created for good works that I prepared for you long ago. Keep your eyes on me, not on your shortcomings. Keep your heart open to my leading, and I will guide you to heights you never imagined. You're stronger than you think, braver than you know, and deeply loved beyond measure. I am with you always, when you rise, when you rest, and every moment in between. Now go, my beloved, and shine the light I've placed within you. The world needs you, just as you are. I can see you're still holding on to some doubts, and that's okay. You're human, and I understand your heart better than anyone. Let me reassure you, there is no mistake too great, no flaw too deep, no scar too permanent that I cannot redeem. I specialize in turning ashes into beauty, brokenness into wholeness, and doubt into unwavering faith. The world may try to tell you that you're not enough, that you're too much, or that you need to change to fit its mold. But remember, the world didn't create you. I did, and I don't make mistakes. When I knit you together in your mother's womb, I designed you with intention. Every trait, every dream, every piece of who you are is part of my masterpiece. Do you realize how much you mean to me? Every time you smile, my heart overflows. Every time you take a step forward, even if it's a small one, all of heaven rejoices. And when you fall, my love doesn't waver. I don't love you because you succeed. I love you because you're mine. When life feels overwhelming, remember this. I am your refuge and your strength. You don't have to carry your burdens alone. Lay them at my feet and let me give you rest. My arms are always open, ready to embrace you in your moments of fear, doubt, or weariness. Child, don't underestimate what I'm doing in you and through you. You may not see it now, but every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every prayer whispered in faith is part of a greater plan. Nothing you do in my name is wasted. Keep pressing on, even when the road feels long. Keep trusting me, even when the answers seem delayed. My timing is perfect, and my plans for you are good. I promise, what I've started in you, I will finish. You are being transformed into the image of my Son, and that is a work of glory beyond compare. So, lift your head, straighten your shoulders. Walk with the confidence of someone who is deeply loved, completely forgiven, and divinely purposed. You are my child, and I am so proud of you. The world may not always see your worth, but I do. I see the strength you're building, the faith you're growing, and the light you're spreading. Keep going, my beloved. I am with you every step of the way, cheering you on, carrying you when you're weak, and guiding you with my hand. I sense there are still questions lingering in your heart. Am I enough? Can I truly be used by God? What if I fall short again? Let me answer those questions plainly. Yes, you are enough. Yes, I can and will use you. And yes, even when you fall short, my grace will sustain you. You see, I don't need perfection from you. I never have. I've always been more interested in your heart than in your performance. What I desire is your willingness, your trust, and your faith. Even when you feel weak, my power is made perfect in your weakness. I know there are days when you feel unseen, unworthy, or unappreciated. But let me remind you of this. I see you. I see every sacrifice you make, every tear you cry, and every effort you give to do what's right, even when it's hard. You are not invisible to me. You are treasured, valued, and cherished. When you feel like you're not making a difference, know this. Your life is touching more people than you realize. A kind word, a gentle smile, an act of love. These small things carry great weight in my kingdom. Seeds are being planted that you may not see the fruit of yet, but trust that I am watering them in ways you cannot imagine. Child, don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt silence the voice I've placed inside of you. The world is full of noise and distractions, but my voice is steady, calling you forward. Listen for me in the quiet moments. I'm always speaking to your heart, guiding you, encouraging you, reminding you of who you are in me. You are not alone in this journey. I've placed people in your life for a reason. Lean on them. Allow them to encourage and support you. And remember, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. My spirit dwells within you, empowering you to overcome every challenge and fulfill every purpose I've set before you. So today, take a deep breath and release your worries to me. Let go of what you cannot control and trust that I am working all things together for your good. Step forward in faith, knowing that my plans for you are filled with hope, joy, and a future beyond your wildest dreams. And never forget, you are my masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which I prepared in advance for you to do. Every piece of your life, every victory, every struggle, every moment is part of a beautiful story that I'm writing. Trust me with the pen, for I know how this story ends. It ends with you, victorious, standing in my presence, radiant in my love. Keep going, my child. I'm with you always. My dear child, let me remind you of something unshakable. You belong to me. Before the foundation of the world, I chose you. I called you by name, and you are mine. There is no power in heaven, on earth, or under the earth that can pluck you from my hand. You are secure in my love. I know you're still learning to walk in that truth. The world tries to pull you in so many directions, and sometimes you feel stretched thin, unsure of where you're going or how you'll get there. But you don't have to have it all figured out. That's my job. Your job is to stay close to me, to trust me even when the path isn't clear. I am your shepherd. When you stray, I will find you. When you're weary, I will carry you. When the way ahead seems dark, I will light your path. You don't need to strive, you need to rest in my presence. There is no burden too heavy, no storm too fierce, and no problem too complex for me to handle. Lay it all at my feet, and let me carry it for you. I see your heart, my child. I see how hard you try to please me, to grow, to be faithful. And I am pleased with you, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are my child, and I delight in you. Even when you falter, my love doesn't waver. My grace is always sufficient, and my mercies are new every morning. So when you feel overwhelmed, remember, I am your strength. When you feel uncertain, remember, I am your guide. When you feel unworthy, remember, I am your Redeemer, and I have called you worthy. Don't let the weight of the world rob you of the joy I've placed in your heart. You were not created to carry the burdens of the world alone. Instead, bring them to me. Bring your doubts, your fears, your failures, and even your dreams. I care about every detail of your life, and I am working behind the scenes in ways you can't yet see. Every challenge you face, every battle you fight, and every trial you endure is shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for the plans I have for you. Trust the process, my child. I know it's not always easy, but I promise it's worth it. And when you feel like giving up, let my spirit remind you of this truth. You are never alone. I am with you always. My love surrounds you, my peace sustains you, and my power equips you. You have everything you need because you have me. Lift your head, my beloved. You are stronger than you know, more loved than you can comprehend, and more capable than you imagine. Walk boldly into the future I've prepared for you, knowing that my plans are good and my purposes for you are sure. You are mine, forever and always. I see your heart longing for more purpose, more peace, more clarity. Let me reassure you, I am the source of everything you're searching for. When you seek me with all your heart, you will find me, for I am closer than you can imagine. I am right here, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the whispers of your soul. You don't need to strive to prove your worth to me. You were worth everything to me before you even took your first breath. That's why I sent my son, to show you how deeply, how unconditionally, how eternally you are loved. My love isn't something you have to earn, it's a gift I freely give. All I ask is that you receive it. Child, let my love transform the way you see yourself. Let it silence the voices of doubt, fear, and insecurity. Let it remind you that you are not a mistake, you are not inadequate, and you are not forgotten. You are my beloved, and I created you for greatness. Not the world's definition of greatness, but the kind that comes from living fully in my purpose for you. I want you to see yourself the way I see you. Radiant, precious, full of potential. I've placed gifts inside of you that the world desperately needs. You might not feel ready, but I'm not asking you to do this alone. My spirit is within you, empowering you, guiding you, and giving you the strength to step into everything I've called you to be. When you face challenges, and you will, remember that they are not meant to break you, but to build you. Every trial is an opportunity to grow stronger, to lean on me more deeply, and to reflect my light more brightly. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Every tear, every setback, every struggle is woven into the tapestry of your life for a purpose greater than you can see. Child, don't let fear hold you back from stepping into the fullness of who I've created you to be. Fear is not from me. I've given you a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. When you feel overwhelmed, call out to me. When you feel uncertain, rest in my promises. I will never leave you or forsake you. Take each day one step at a time. Don't worry about tomorrow. I've already gone before you. Instead, focus on today, on the people I've placed in your path, on the opportunities I've given you to love, to serve, and to grow. Trust that I am orchestrating every detail of your life for good. You are my masterpiece, my child. I am not finished with you yet, and the best is still to come. Hold on to that truth. Let it anchor your soul when the winds of life feel strong. Let it remind you that no matter what you face, you are never alone. Keep your eyes on me, and I will lead you to heights you've never imagined. I am your rock, your refuge, your constant, and I am so proud of the person you are becoming. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that my love surrounds you, my grace covers you, and my power goes before you. You are mine, and nothing will ever change that. My dear child, I know the weight of life can sometimes feel heavy. You may feel weary from carrying burdens you were never meant to bear. But I am here, waiting for you to hand them over to me. Don't hold on to what is too much for you. Lay it at my feet. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. I didn't design you to carry the world. I designed you to trust the one who holds the world in his hands. When the storms rage around you and the winds of uncertainty blow, remember, I am your anchor. I am unshakable, immovable, and steadfast. Let your heart find rest in my presence. Let my peace calm your soul. You don't need to have all the answers. You only need to know that I am the answer. I see the dreams you hold close to your heart, the ones you're too afraid to speak out loud. I placed those dreams within you for a reason. They may feel too big, too impossible, but that's because they require my power to bring them to life. Don't be afraid to dream with me. Don't be afraid to step out in faith, even if the path seems unclear. I will guide your every step, and I will open doors that no one can shut. You may wonder if you're ready, if you're qualified, if you're enough. Let me remind you, I don't call the equipped, I equip the called. Your weaknesses, your imperfections, your doubts, they don't disqualify you. In fact, they allow my strength to shine through you even more brightly. I've chosen you not because of your perfection, but because of your willingness to trust me. Don't be discouraged when progress feels slow or when setbacks arise. Every season has its purpose. The waiting is not wasted. I'm using this time to prepare you, to strengthen you, and to grow your faith. Trust my timing, for it is always perfect. And when the enemy whispers lies, telling you that you're unworthy, unloved, or incapable, stand firm in my truth. You are more than a conqueror through my love. You are chosen, redeemed, and set apart. The enemy has no power over you when you stand in my name. Hold on to hope, my child. Hold on to the promises I've spoken over your life. I am faithful to fulfill them. Not one word of mine will return void. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust that I am painting something beautiful. Remember, you are never walking this journey alone. I am with you in the valleys and on the mountaintops, in the quiet moments and in the chaos. My hand is upon you, guiding you, protecting you, and blessing you. Keep going, my beloved. Keep trusting. Keep believing. The best is yet to come, and I am so excited to reveal the fullness of what I have in store for you. You are loved beyond measure, cherished beyond understanding, and held in my everlasting arms. Rest in that truth. With eternal devotion, your Heavenly Father. If you can, please support this channel with a super thanks of $10 or $50. Your support helps us continue sharing these messages and blessings with others. Thank you for being with us on this journey. May God bless you with peace, love, and strength. Type